It's Monday, September 15th, Korean time. That's Sunday, September 14th in the US. At 7:36 a.m. local time, I'll be bringing you Tesla news, including the monthly and international news from the US. Now, everyone, this chart you're looking at right now shows Tesla's overvalued market. It's pretty good. It's up 1.67% in the overvalued market, so I successfully hunted it down today. Right now, it's hovering around 402.57. Nice. Congratulations again to Tesla shareholders. I've accurately pinpointed Tesla's rebound and its shortcomings, correct? So, can Tesla continue its momentum? I've prepared another video on this topic in part 2 of this news series. First, let me tell you about Tesla's news. So, what happens if a successful family falls behind? Here's the news. Tesla is raising production at its German factory. The company announced plans to increase production at its Green Highlands plant near Borelli through the remainder of 2025. Sales were better than expected, leading to increased production projections for the third and fourth quarters. There's been ongoing talk of a $1 trillion stock package for Tesla CEO Elon Musk, the chairman of the Tesla board. This chairman, Robin, has outlined this massive, limited compensation package for Musk, saying it's designed to motivate Musk to achieve dramatic goals over the next decade. These goals include a company value of approximately $8.5 trillion, significant increases in revenue and product offerings, and more. However, this package is performance-based and subject to certain conditions. Guys, this is incredibly important. It's not just given out, right? They only get paid if they hit their performance targets. Okay, we'll hit Elon's targets, right? Yes. Also, today, I made a somewhat surprising point. The chairman of the board said that Elon Musk's political activities don't have a significant impact on Tesla sales. The claim that Tesla sales have been negatively impacted isn't based on accurate data. So, no one believes that. He's actively defending Elon Musk. Now, let me add one more thing. One of the reasons Tesla continues to do well is because its energy business is so strong. That's why it's at a 7-month high. What's even more encouraging about Tesla's stock price rise is the fact that new buyers are now viewing Tesla as an AI and software company. This is a very compelling situation, right? Elon Musk continues to say that about 85% of Tesla's future sales will come from AI. Gene Kremen reaffirmed Tesla's position as a self-driving and robotics stock, offering yet another pat on the back for Tesla's soaring fortunes. So, anyway, Tesla's technical analysis is excellent, and its energy sector is also very, very strong. There's a high possibility that Tesla will deliver an earnings surprise in its upcoming earnings report. That's because Wall Street earnings, not MIZN, are always the actual point of the consensus conference. But Tesla has been underperforming for the past few quarters, so expectations are significantly lowered. Illustrator Moss added to this, saying in May, "I've never been to Washington, D.C., drawing a clear line between politics and the real deal, signaling his all-in commitment to Tesla. Elon Musk, fighting. Tesla, fighting. Your accounts, fighting." It looks like the Trump administration will extend the TikTok Mega Scholarship again. The TikTok extension is always at the center of this tug-of-war between you and China. It doesn't look easy, does it? As you may have heard on the news, Charlie Kirk's case has been caught. Elon Musk is also speaking out, and everyone is talking about it. Because of Charlie Kirk's case, right-wingers around the world are uniting in solidarity. They say a movement is underway. While there are some voices of concern, let's pray for the deceased. The Freedom shirt Charlie Kirk wore was commercialized and sold within hours of his assassination. America is truly amazing, right? Now, everyone, Trump seems to be freaking out because of the recent incident involving Korean workers at Hyundai, LG, and Solutions. We don't want global companies to stop or shrink from investing in the United States because of this. He's saying, "Come and teach Americans. Why are they kicking us out again if we teach them? Seriously." Now, everyone, you should pay attention to the New York Stock Exchange this week. As you know, the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision is the most important event on the New York Stock Exchange this week. Now, let me summarize some other points we should pay attention to this week. As I mentioned earlier, the Fed's interest rate decision is the most important event to watch. The interest rate decision and Chairman Powell's press conference will be the highlights. The dot plot showing future interest rate projections will also be released this week. Last June, Fed officials predicted 2 rate cuts this year, but there was a significant difference of opinion among members. Now, Chairman Powell acknowledged the uncertainty surrounding the outlook, saying, "This is a very uncertain time." In addition to the Fed's interest rate decision, weekly unemployment claims are released every Thursday. Manufacturing data will also be released, providing insight into the economic situation. August retail sales will also be released. The assessment of consumer demand is expected to be a key indicator. Now, let me summarize the data by day. On Monday, the 15th, the September New York State Manufacturing Index will be released. I'll take a look at it and report back to you. Can you see the screen? Tomorrow, Monday, the New York State Manufacturing Index will be released. The market expects a reading of 4.9, a significant slowdown from the previous reading of 11.9. Key corporate earnings are scheduled for the Naval Ambers. Naval Ambers. On Tuesday the 16th, August retail sales and auto sales excluding gas are expected to increase by 0.3%, 0.5%, and 5%, respectively. A number of other national indicators are also scheduled to be released, including the Import-Export Price Index, August Industrial Production Capacity Utilization, September Business Sentiment, July Business Sentiment, and September Housing Market Index. Ferguson Enterprises is scheduled to release earnings. On Wednesday the 17th, the Federal Reserve will decide on its policy rate. The market expects a rate cut from 4.0% to 4.25%. On that day, MBA mortgage applications and August housing starts will also be released. Corporate earnings include General Mills and Bliss. On Thursday the 18th, initial jobless claims are scheduled to be released. The figure was 263,000 for the week ending September 13. 263,000. With concerns growing about a slowing labor market, employment data is also influencing the Fed's future policy direction. On this day, FedEx, Renault, and other major domestic companies like Restaurant, FactSet are also scheduled to release earnings. On Friday, the 19th, there are no specific economic indicators or major earnings announcements scheduled. But everyone, take a look here. Here, you see, this is the monthly earnings calendar. This week, there's a FedEx announcement, next week, Kosher Micron Technology CarMax, and the following week, Nike. And then, earnings start again. Wow, these earnings are really exciting. Usually, they take a 2 or 3 week break before they start. But this time, they're starting right away. Everyone, you need to prepare in advance. Preparing in advance is the best way to play, right? Okay, so the weight loss effects are really good, but they're so expensive that they're not being sold right now. Let's take a closer look. Millions of people use weight loss drugs like Wegovy and Ozempic, but more than half of them stop using them within a year. The reason is this: they have side effects, but they're also effective, so they're expensive. Right? But did you know? If you stop taking them, the side effects are really strong. You knew that, right? So it's much better to take them when you're ready to stop altogether. You knew that, everyone? China's housing prices fell 2.5% year-over-year in August, marking the 26th consecutive month of slowdown. China's economic slowdown is also concerning. It seems like Fed Governor Lisa Cook's comments are unlikely to be welcome. First, we're trying to cut the chalk a bit, but today, a rebuttal came out, and it won't be easy for you. But this isn't good for the market, right? It's another area of growing uncertainty, So rather than talking about whether or not we should cut it, let me just say that it is. Morgan Stanley is saying Wall Street is too pessimistic. They're saying it'll be over by the end of the year, but let me reiterate, we shouldn't be hasty in predicting the market. It's crucial to move while the market's direction is being determined. Tesla, in particular, is hitting a new all-time high, already exceeding $400 in the over-under market. But you know what? Tesla always falls. And when it falls, it always rises. So, some are even saying, Tesla is a stock that analysis is meaningless. Okay, let's continue on that. If you have a Tesla map, your Tesla investment for the year is over. I prepared this and uploaded it a little while ago. I'll cover it in the membership video. If you found our video helpful, please like and subscribe. I'll support you through another video. Fighting this week too. Fighting, M.